what we advise every single client we work with to do is start at $300 per month. That's $10 a day. And our goal is to help somebody sell $1 million of real estate in 90 days. So we're trying to help them generate at least $30,000 income off that spend. It doesn't happen every time. Some people's cost to acquire a customer is $900. It's 300 times 3, that's $900. It gets all the way up there. But typically those people are earning $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 when they finally cash in. The point is to look at it more long-term. I'm going to spend $300 a month for the first 3 months to get a system in place and to start learning what my numbers look like. Once I identify my cost per lead, cost per appointment, cost per contract, cost per close, then I'm going to commit to reinvesting my revenues back into my marketing budget so I can scale. I can go from $300 a month, $3,000 a month to however much I want to spend. And so looking at it more long-term, you really want to commit to at least $300 a month. 60% of that budget should go towards lead generation campaigns. 40% of that budget should go towards remarketing campaigns. So $180 to lead gen, $120 to remarketing. And if you'll do that and you'll just go all in, treat these leads coming into your business like they're your best friends, because really, ultimately what it is you're growing your sphere of influence, right? That's what a database is. You're getting more attention. And so you want to pour everything you can into these people, get committed to the process. It's not going to happen overnight. And it didn't matter if it did happen overnight. You're typically not going to get paid on a real estate transaction for 60 to 90 days. If you're the best cold caller on the planet, the best door knocker on the planet, the best Facebook advertiser on the planet, and you did all these actions in day one, you got somebody under contract, you're not going to the closing table for 2 months in most cases, especially right now, based on how the market's working. And so just commit to the process of doing what you need to do to build a system that will go off and make money for you long term. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of patience. But if you'll do that, if you'll commit to doing that, you're going to get results faster than most people. The average age of a realtor, the average income of a realtor the first year is $8,000. Okay. And then the second year, it's only $16,000. Okay. You could literally go be a garbage person. No diss to the garbage people. You could drive a truck and pick up trash cans and you're going to make more money than that. Okay. You got to understand that this is a process. It takes time. That's the nature of the industry. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, I can't budget that much money for 3 months, I would encourage you to seek out maybe working as a buyer agent on a team or getting a part of somebody's ecosystem that is producing at a high level. And I think people dismiss that. And this is maybe even a controversial opinion, but I think a lot of agents should be forced to start that way. Not necessarily all, but and I know I'll probably get some flack for that. But look, what you're missing when you get started is opportunities and at-bats, because you need to get into the industry. You need to get your feet wet. I shave my head every week, okay? And this is going to be a little silly. I shave my head every week. I do it by myself. But if I wanted to go to get a haircut, I'd have to walk into somebody's establishment. And the woman cutting my hair would have had to have gone to college for 1.5 years to have a license to shave my head bald. Yet a realtor can get a license in 2 weeks. So let's have some perspective here. Okay.
Exactly. It's crazy.
You need to get in and get your feet wet. You need to write contracts and go through the showings and just go through the process so that you can learn the business. Because what most people are missing are those opportunities and at bats. And I promise you, you join a team, especially a top producing one, you'll end up making far more than $8,000 your first year, or 16, or sometimes even 50 or 60 grand. And after you learn the business for a couple of years, and then go out and work on your own. And I hope that some of you listen to this, if you're struggling, I hope that advice hits home, because I think that if you're starting a business, which is what you guys are doing, and you don't have a little bit of capital, not a lot. I mean, $1,000 over the course of 3 months isn't a ton of money. If you don't have a little bit of capital to get started, have a serious talk with yourself. But if you can commit to $300 a month over the course of 3 months, typically we see if a person commits to the process, goes all in on those leads, they can put themselves in a position to cash their first check, and then they get the ball rolling. They can start going and really, hitting some big home runs. And for perspective on the analytics, what we like to see is that 100 leads turns into 8 to 12 appointments, turns into 1 to 3 closes, contracts or closes. Okay. So there you have your numbers. If your cost per lead is $3 a lead, well, $180 is going to give you a certain number of leads to work with. And then next month you're going to get more, and next month you're going to get more. And so it just kind of compounds like that. But that's what we've seen analytically. And sorry for the little side rant there about, people's life path, but I think that's something you got to seriously talk to yourself about.